good evening or good day, everyone. This is Jomar again from Jom the Writer. And for our vlog today, I will be answering some questions. Specifically, were in relation to my job. So these questions were asked by several students for me for their class, and I would like to share my answers also with you. So keep watching and please also subscribe my channel, and please don't forget to press or click the bell button for future videos. And here are the questions that we will be answering for today's interview, or it's kind of vlog. So there are 10 questions that were asked, and I'll have to answer these questions one by one. So the first one is, kindly give a short introduction about yourself. So my name is Jomar B. Colao. I'm the operations manager of Therma Philippines, or our registered name is Coansec Philippines Incorporated. I'm also one of the board of directors of the company. I've been working with the company for 3 years, but prior to that, I used to work as project managers and global project managers in several companies. And at the same time, I'm doing a part-time teaching in one of the universities in Cebu. Okay, number two, what are your roles of responsibilities as the manager? As an operations manager, my role in the company is kind of big. So I'm managing the entire corporation in the Philippines. I have to make sure that things are going from the delivery of the outputs to the budget, to making sure that HR and admin processes are actually working as expected. In making sure, I also have to make sure that metrics are met and our leads are doing well, especially the welfare of also our people, and making sure that all of the business, legal documents are processed and updated on schedule. Number three, how long have you done this job? I think I was able to say it in my previous answer. I'm doing this for 3 years, but my experience as a project manager was actually managers, product owner. My academic experience actually taught me well on how to manage operations in a bigger scope. What is easy about your job? Okay, easy. I think what's easy is really handling people who love to work with you, people who are comfortable giving feedback to you, and also they are comfortable that you will be giving feedback to them. There's kind of like, although they will resist, but they will resist for the betterment of the company and for the betterment of the operations. What is difficult about their job? Because of the culture that we are in right now, it's not really difficult. We're doing things smoothly, but I think one thing that I can point out is one of the difficult part of my job is making sure that your people are well from their specifically their mental health, and at the same time that we are delivering things on schedule based on our commitment. What types of leadership style do you practice? So I'm actually practicing a leadership style wherein it's kind of flat. Like it's an open in open leadership, or there should be an open communication. Like our people, they can always keep in touch with me. There's no bar in between, there's no acrylic in between. Even during this pandemic, that they can always reach out to me anytime they have problems, anytime that they want to share something to you, and also for me to and in order for me also to reach them out right away. Like, you have to maintain this concept of like open relationship with them, in which they can always talk things with you, not only for work, but they can trust you on anything about their personal lives, and anything that would actually hinder them to deliver what they are actually expecting to deliver. And I really want a company that is fun, but of course, we are delivering based on our commitments. How do you motivate your personnel? What reward do you use? So usually, my sort of motivation is like, every Friday we'll have an activity, like every 3 p.m. to 5 p.m. we have this, what we call as the wellness activity. Another one is we will be doing some activities where they will be given rewards in cash form, or every time an employee is happy on his or her colleague, they can vote him for a star award, and we will just give them a significant or no, an equivalent points, like they can get Starbucks meal or Starbucks coffee, or they can just go shopping for any platform of shopping, or we can just convert it to cash. And I think the best way to reward them is really giving them, words of encouragement every day, to do good. And um, it's really something from with you, from the manager. So if you are optimistic, if you're always positive that things are doing well, especially this time that we are in pandemic, your people will also follow. So if what they say is what's what you've planted is what you've earned. So for me, I have to make sure that I have this positive attitude. Me as the manager, I really have to find time to build my emotion, to make sure that my emotion is stable so that I can also give it back to my people. How do you discipline your personnel? Of course, in the corporation, we established what we call this the code of business conduct, and we also like followed the labor code of the Philippines. And of course, we set guidelines and rules with the different teams and the different employees that if in case they commit some mistakes, we have to follow certain procedures and steps. We will not be doing shortcuts. So how I discipline them? So first thing is I have to talk to them, so really trying to understand what's going on, and trying to see their try to listen also their side, and also to see on their perspective before I will be giving out the punishment. And of course, if it's me, I'm not giving it personally as an employee, as their manager, but it's based on the company guidelines. It's based on the policy, the code of conduct the company is actually implemented. Next is how have I'm sorry, I'm actually checking notes here. Have you or your personnel had encountered some conflict at work? Yes, of course that's normal. And if you encounter some conflicts at work, that means that the system is working. Like people care, and it's not only top down, but it kind of down up or side. So it's normal. So in terms of the resolution, it's really like trying to really understand the both sides. As I've mentioned in the previous question, you have to understand both sides in order for us to come up with something. It's something that is a win-win for both of you. So do not decide things right away. Me, I'm the type of manager or person that will not decide things while I'm still hot. What I'm saying is, while I'm still in the mood of, that I don't like what you're talking about, that I don't like our disagreements, but I have to relax for a bit, and then I'll have to discuss it later on once everything is okay. How did you handle as the manager? I think I've mentioned that already. The next one is, what are the challenges you have encountered as a manager? What are possible ways to address these challenges? So the challenges are really your people. I know my people are really good, but there are times that, they are out of their way. That's one of the challenges that we are facing, because if your people will be lost, the tendency is your project will also be delayed. Like people are not are very the complacency of what's going on, because the corporation culture is really lax, because we want them to do their thing, and we want them to own it and deliver it on their own speed, as long as they can meet our deadlines. But there are times that people will abuse it. So what are the possible ways to address these? So again, it's on the guidelines. In the company is we adopted what we call as the Agile Scrum methodology for the software development. So what we do is we're doing retrospective. This is a type of meeting that we will be discussing on what we've done and how are we going to move forward, and what are the action items that we'll have to do in order for us to hit what we want to hit. But again, if things are really something personal, if things are really something that have to be discussed in private, I have to discuss, and I have to discuss it directly with the person, and that's what we call as the coaching. I have to talk to them and try to understand why they keep on having lates, and why they keep on doing sick leave, or why they're not delivering things on schedule. So it's a matter of trying to understand their side also. And I think that's important for a manager. We should not be closed-minded. We should listen to your people in order for also for them to trust you and to listen to you. And I think these are the 10 questions that were asked to me, and hopefully you will get something out of it. And thank you so much for watching, and hope to see you soon in my next vlog. Bye-bye.